I really want to try to get more into filmmaking. Even my motovlogs, I tend to put a little bit more emphasis on production values. I don't know. The subjects aren't necessarily the most original in motovlogging, because you do a motovlog, everybody's done everything already, pretty much. There's a huge community out there. We've all done it. We've all motovlogged. And if you talk about just motorcycle-specific subjects, do it with Dan's Done It Before You, or M13, or Jake the Garden Snake, or, Memphis Mike, or any of those guys. They've all done it before you have, so... how many counter-steering videos do you want to see? By how many different people? How many videos you want to see on best first bike? Or what motor oil to use? So I try when I do motovlogs, is I try to have a few more camera angles. I don't necessarily always have a motorcycle topic. I would like to get more into having the bike more transparent. Kind of like, well, not to copy a YouTuber, because I don't want to copy him, but if you look at how Casey Neistat worked his hoverboard, and then later his skateboard thing. I can never remember the name of that thing. But a boosted board. The way he worked the boosted board it wasn't really the focus of the story. It was just, that's how he was getting around. It wasn't kind of like a lot of times he would use the drone, but he didn't talk about the drone. He'd use it for a couple shots in the beginning or whatever, some establishing shots, but the drone wasn't the important part. I want to get more into that. I have videos of where I'm flying drones or whatever, or the aerial photography from the drones, but I'm focusing on the aerial photography. I'm not focusing on using that as a medium for telling a story. And I want to get away from that. I want to start using these things as a medium for telling the story, not have them be the story in itself. Make the things transparent, make them more, I don't know. Well, first of all, I've got to write a story. But I want to get into kind of some more storytelling. I think that's why I've been playing with doing the movies more, is because I want that story put together. I want to concentrate on the storytelling, not the mechanics of making the story. So I've actually been studying analytics quite a bit. I've been watching some videos by Daryl Eves. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, it's probably a good place to start. I'm trying to put some of the things that he does in action. One of the things that he says is longer videos do better as far as your watch time, and that's the number one number that YouTube looks at. So just kind of an interesting thing. And studying my videos and going through my videos, the lengths of my videos, it does bear it out. The videos that are longer end up with more watch time, and they end up higher in the stats. So, and they get more viewership. Just kind of a interesting thing to look at, and it's about eyeballs on the page. So there's that. So if you're trying to grow a channel, check out Daryl Eves. He's a YouTube creator, but he's also I think he's actually with YouTube or associated with YouTube anyway, and he goes into extensive talks about how to grow your channel, and he actually puts on big presentations, and mind you, they're long and your eyes will gloss over looking at the numbers, but you get an idea of what YouTube is actually looking for if you are a monetized partner and you want to make a little bit more money. I'm not in it for the money, but I would like a new drone. So another kind of a neat thing that well, I just finished, I put the dual video up like 2 days ago. It hasn't got a lot of views. Again, I didn't make it to make a lot of views. It's an okay video. I kind of worked, I set a deadline for myself to get that video out, and could have been better. Yeah, if I spent another week on it, it would have been better. I didn't do that. But I'm trying to get used to doing things to a deadline. And that's difficult for me sometimes, because I want to have, you know, I want to start getting a video out every other day. I was going to try for every day, but it's too grueling. You know, I work a 10-hour-a-day job, and then I come home and I play with video. I have to shoot video, edit video, find music for that video, make it all work, make the timing work on the video, and then it has to be relevant, and it has to be entertaining, and it has to be enjoyable to watch. Otherwise, why do it, right? That video was kind of an exercise in, well, I wanted to see a few things. One, I wanted to see how YouTube would treat fair use. Okay? And so far, it looks like I'm good. So, they haven't flagged it. It's monetized. Looking good there. The other thing I want to do is see how to put a video like that together. It was challenging, but I learned a ton just in editing and things that make it go smoother. The voiceover stuff, for example, it's hard to get the levels right on that. It's hard to not sound like you're reading, because that's difficult too. You don't want to sound like you're reading a script, because then it sounds... We've all seen videos like that where the narration was just... You want it to kind of be natural. Very hard to do. Just like these talking head videos. They're not easy to do. Try talking into a camera for 15 minutes and then editing it down to 10. Yeah. It's not as easy as you think it is. I have to actually tip my hat to people like Casey Neistat and PewDiePie, because they can put together, well, especially Casey Neistat, he was putting together a daily vlog with tons of production value and then doing it daily. But then again, that was like his pretty much, he was doing other things, but he could set his schedule and do it. I had plans. I was going to remaster all the roller paint job video. My editing skills are a lot better now. I could edit it tighter. I could make it more compelling, more interesting. The problem is, I was looking at the footage. It was shot in standard definition, but I mean, it's horrible footage. Yeah. So that is not going to happen. I don't have the raw files. Even if I did, I don't think they'd be much better. Basically, you know, all the videos were taken on a potato camera. I mean, it was horrible. So like I said, I'm looking at not doing that. I might do an update on the truck. Now, as it sits, some 5 years later, 6 years later, you know, that truck will forever be called the Rust-Oleum truck. Because that's how it was painted. It was painted with a roller and Rust-Oleum. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I've rambled on for quite a while tonight. and I hope this video didn't bore you to tears. Again, talking head videos, it's hard to capture, your audience. Trying to make it compelling, it's not the easiest thing. But anyway, I'll talk to you soon.